Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Bojack, and I'm back with another glass of wine. Welcome to WineDown. Welcome to the Winery if this is your first time here. Uh, Welcome to my foolishness, because that's exactly what this is 10 out of 10 times every week. Last week I missed you guys, but this week is, I'm back. Last week was a little hectic, so I didn't get a chance to record. I had a lot going on. But while you're here, if you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Guys, also feel free to comment things that you would like to hear me talk about. I ain't doing nothing but talking and drinking. I ain't doing nothing but talking and drinking. Next week, we will have a special guest. I'll tell you more about that later on in the episode. Um, but welcome back, y'all. I hope y'all had a great week. I hope your week is going amazing thus far. At the time of recording this, it's the middle of the week, so I know we're trying to get over it. But by the time you're watching this, it'll be the end of the week. You can drink as much as you want to. Come drink with me. Have a drink with me. Enjoy your time with me. Today, we got my main man, Josh. I ain't even took the time out to read the bottle yet, but this is how the girlies do it on the YouTubes. Um, but Josh is a Prosecco DOC Rosé product of Italy. I doubt that it actually came from Italy, but that ain't really my business. I'm gonna drink it. We gonna drink it. Amen and amen. I'm trying to find. Ooh, trying to find how much alcohol is in this bottle. How much alcohol is in? It doesn't say. It don't say how much alcohol is in it. Um, but we gonna open it and find out. I lied. It do say it. I lied. It say it. It's 11.5% alcohol, which ain't much over here at the winery, but yeah, we're gonna open her up. It is a sparkling wine, a sparkling rosé wine, which is one of my favorites. I am a big fan of prosecco. Um, I am an even bigger fan of the sparkling wine, simply because you get a little more toasted with the bubbles. Uh, I kind of got my lighting situation figured out today, guys. I hope my sound is not trash. Um, we have our liquid prescription. Okay, we're gonna fill it for the medication. Yes. Um, y'all see my background. I got my boy Kev and Mama Tab, Auntie Tab, if you will. We got the vibes cracking around here. I have read Marriage Be Hard by Kevin on Stage, or excuse me, Kevin Fredericks and Melissa Fredericks, his wife. I have absolutely read that book. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's phenomenal for anybody who is single, married, in a relationship, in a situationship. If you are on a journey trying to get to know yourself, trying to understand you a little bit better, and how you operate in relationships, that book is amazing. I absolutely implore you to pick it up and give it a good read. Get the audio book. I bought the audio book as well as I think three or four copies afterwards, or three copies afterwards. Um, Absolutely get it. I had a chance to visit or see them live in Chicago when they were doing the book tour. They are both New York Times best-selling authors, uh, or all three of them, excuse me, are New York Times best-selling authors. So I implore you guys to absolutely read that book if you are in a relationship, single, trying to be in a relationship, trying to find yourself while you're single, whatever the case may be for you. Get that book. It is not anything to play with. There's questions at the end of each chapter that are, if you're honest with yourself, that are great questions to ask yourself. And even if you're married, ask your spouse and hope that you get the most honest answer possible. Without further ado, though, we're gonna go ahead and get a pop out of here if we can. Let's see. Let's see. That was loud. Oh yeah! Hallelujah! Won't he do it? Now, this liquid receptacle can hold a full bottle of wine, and I've poured a full bottle of wine for you guys. However, I was not able to drink a full bottle of wine. Oh, but on today, don't call me no alcoholic now. Don't call me an alcoholic. Just drink with me. Get the glug glug. Y'all want to hear it? Listen. Beautiful sound. I could do ASMR, as I call it, immersive. And there's still some room in there. We're gonna put Josh back here just for him to look pretty in the camera. Back there with Tab and Kev and Melissa. Love them all, by the way. Absolutely love them all. So we're gonna go ahead and kick things off. If you catch me looking down, it's because I have my laptop in front of me because I don't remember the topics by hand. And if I remember the topics, then I wouldn't be able to do anything else by trying to remember my topics. Real quick though, I want to shout out my guy Keenan. Uh, Tough guy KC. Dude makes the absolute best rugs you've ever seen. Any rug, any concept you can think of, he can create it in rug form. If you have a business, he can do the logo. If you just want a rug for your room, he can do that too. Like, he's absolutely positively incredible. It's actually, in my eyes, it's a form of art that is not tapped into enough. His products are absolutely amazing. We are friends from college. Funniest dude I ever met in my life, but also one of the most talented when it comes to this thing. So his information will be posted in the bio of this video, in the bottom of this video. Um, it's customary here in the winery that we raise our glass before we get into any episode, before we get into any topics. We raise our glass. This week, we are raising our glass to Justina Miles, the sign language interpreter, the ASL interpreter for the Super Bowl, which was 2 weeks ago now. The Chiefs won, neither here nor there. um, she did an amazing job. She interpreted Lift Every Voice and Sing while Shirley Ralph, the choir in the competition, were not out. Okay, let's just start there. The choir in the competition were not out. If you know, you know. She did the sign language interpreting for Lift Every Voice and Sing for Shirley Ralph, and she did incredible. But then she turned her, she turned it up a lot for Rihanna for the halftime show, beginning with "Bitch Better Have My Money," which is personally one of my favorite songs because I like the backstory of the song. If you don't know, Rihanna's manager ran off literally with all of her money, or not all of it, but a great deal of her money, and was never found again. So she wrote that song, and the video goes crazy. I just like the song because of the backstory. Um, but Justina Miles is an HBCU student. She's actually made history here by being a part of the Super Bowl, which is amazing. Um, I got her story mostly from because of themwecan.com. She was also recently interviewed by Robin Roberts over on Good Morning America. Uh, you guys should go look at that interview to learn a little bit more about her. Hold on, because this is killing me. It's killing me. Right? I have to taste this wine. The aroma's getting to me. I have to taste it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, that's so good. That is delicious. Excuse me. It is really good. That wine is really great. Um, so yeah, Justina Miles, I got her story off of because of themwecan.com, which is a website that highlights Black excellence and Black milestones and young people, old people, middle aged people, young people who are doing incredible things in the African American community and across the diaspora. So, y'all, let's get into it. Okay. Let's talk about how yesterday, I believe, a young lady, not sure of her name, didn't search for her name, didn't fish for her name. I only saw that it went viral on Twitter. Um, a young girl posted a picture of herself in a see through shirt. She looks well beyond her years. She looks. She's a young black girl, but she looks well beyond her years, and she's in a see-through shirt, both nipples out. Now, I am one to have my nipples out. Also, I am very old. Turns out the young lady, after going viral, it came out that she's only 17 years old. And a lot of men, of course, were sharing and retweeting and saying things without knowing her age. But the issue became when a lot of people found out her age, they did not stop the tweeting and resharing and the liking and resharing and the comments in regards to her body and appearance and things of that nature. Um, there's two heads to this. One, she's 17 years old. She's a child. Regardless of the age of consent where she's from, I'm not sure where she's from, she's a child. As a grown man, there is nothing a 17-year-old child can do for me, period, in any way, shape, or form. Two, where are the parents? Where's the guardianship? Where is somebody, a big cousin, anybody to say, this is not okay? The fact that you have on a see through shirt that shows both of your nipples is not okay. It's your prerogative and it's your, when you are of age, yes, you can do that. And that is okay when you are of age. But as a 17-year-old child, you are not of age to have the say so of whether or not it's okay for you to show such a thing on social media. Yes, you have autonomy over your body at 17, and I'm going to teach you and guide you about what it means to have autonomy over your body. Nobody has the right to touch you or anything of that nature, but you have to be protective of yourself in this situation because you are 17. If you were 21, 20, whatever, you grown, you do what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Fine. I may not support it, but if that's what you want to do, you're very much welcome to do so. We're going to drink a little more. It's only 11% alcohol. Just 11. Don't worry. I'm a burp a lot. So if that so back to the young lady's nipples. Um it's just not okay for a child to expose herself or be exposed on the internet by anyone. It's just not okay. Because unfortunately there are predators out there, and now in this day and age, predators aren't just men anymore. It sucks, but predators are not just men in today's age. Predators are women are being coaxed by other women and coerced by other women into the hands of men who are sex traffickers and so on and so forth, or just predators in general. And unfortunately, Twitter is a big place where that's a thing, where it can happen. Snapchat is even bigger, which is wild. Um, moving on. Um, my girl is pregnant. If you know me, you know I'm a fan of the Brat. I've been a fan of the Brat for a very long time. Congratulations to Mrs. Shantae Harris Dupart, her and her wife Jessica Dupart, for their first child together in their marriage. I think that is absolutely amazing. However, Shantae is 48, but if your body is able to handle it, I absolutely support it. My mom had me when she was 40, as some of you may know. My mom had me when she was 40. Her husband was 41 at the time. 48 is crazy to have a baby, but I absolutely support it because I love babies. So I get it wanting to have a kid. Um, I know that they did go through hell and high water to create this kid. I watched a little bit of the I love, watched a little bit of their show um, last season where they were talking about it, and Jessica has, I think, three children of her own prior to them meeting and getting married. So she's experienced childbirth, she's experienced being pregnant. um, she had a kid very young, to my her oldest child she had very young to my knowledge, so she kind of, was a hustler and did everything she could to make that work out in her favor, in their favor. And now with the Brat not having any kids, not ever being pregnant, or at least not being pregnant to our knowledge, um, she's getting to experience it, which I absolutely applaud. I think it's incredible because if you can do it, do it. Why not? And if you want to do it. Why not? I think that is a phenomenal thing. A lot of my friends get on me about being a baby whisperer or whatever. I dream of fish, and 99% of the time, I'm not wrong. It's not something that I asked for. It just happens, guys. I dream. Y'all be doing the stuff it take to get the babies. Who's the problem? Can't be me because I'm asleep. Neither here nor there. So of course, y'all know the Brat is sisters with Lisa Ray. They share a father, and Lisa Ray, I think 3 years ago now, was pissed off at the Brat. 3 or 4 years ago now, was pissed off at the Brat for going public with her relationship, but not talking to her sister first. And I even saw their conversation via the show Growing Up Hip Hop, the Brat and Judy, or Brat Loves Judy. That's what it is. Brad Loves Judy, which is a cool little show. It's a cool little family show. But the issue that Lisa Ray had was I didn't want to find out that way. I wish you had called and told me so that we could celebrate together and have a happy moment together and enjoy you being happy with somebody together. And then, you go and you be out or whatever. So that way, when paparazzi or vlogs or interviewers they come and ask me questions, I'll be able to tell them whether we're talking about it, whether they should come to you about that, because I don't know. I'll have an answer. That was Lisa Ray's point of view. The Brat's point of view was I wanted to share it when I was ready to share it and how I wanted to share it. It wasn't your news to share. It wasn't for me to come in. I didn't want to tell you when I told you. I wanted you to find out with everybody else. Now, personally, I'm on Lisa Ray's side. Don't have the rest of the world knowing something that I don't know and we are siblings. That's ridiculous. Come and tell me first. I want to celebrate with you in private. I want us to have our moment in private so that when everybody else comes and they swarm in with their opinions and thought pieces or think pieces or their tweets and comments about your life, I can, one, defend you, which I'm going to do anyway. Two, I'll be knowledgeable about your situation in order to defend you better or in order to celebrate you better. I'm gonna celebrate you anyway, but come to me first. Tell me, don't, I'm not saying put me first in line, but tell me before you tell literally the entire world. Well, unfortunately, the Brat didn't get the hint the first time. And guess how Lisa found out that her sister was pregnant? From them going on the Sherry Shepherd show and apparently releasing the information to Sherry Shepherd first before everybody else. So the Sherry Shepherd show got the exclusive, and of course the clips of it go around. Clips of it made it around the internet, and that's how Lisa Ray found out that her sister was having her first baby. Hints of pineapple, hints of pineapple, but also more importantly, alcohol, hints of alcohol, high hints of alcohol, but also a little undertone of pineapple, which I'm not mad at. I don't even think that's in there. But if it is, good job to the Josh Company. You guys, this is phenomenal. I enjoy this a lot. We'll be trying some other products or some other drinks by Josh. I'm pretty sure they make other things. Yeah, no, guys, I am a huge believer in tell me first so that I can celebrate with you, so that we can have our moment together. Um, I've been in situations where I was the last to find out, or literally everybody knew before me, and I had to figure things out for my own, or I was the last person told. I don't like being out the loop. Nobody likes being out the loop, but I can't imagine being celebrity siblings or celebrity family members, and literally the world is finding out before me. I would be devastated. I would be pissed. And Lisa Ray was absolutely pissed. Y'all remember what happened on what is that show she did? Sister to Sister, Sister Soul, Sister Circle, something. Whether than another, it was on. It was on the TV. It was on the internets. Is where it was. And they surprised her for her birthday. They surprised Lisa for her birthday with her sister. being on the TV screen. And Lisa wasn't happy about that because we ain't vibing. We ain't just vibing, twin. We ain't seeing eye to eye at all, and you know that. So why would you even try to play with me, thinking I'm not gonna show my feelings and emotions because we on TV, because I'm in front of my co-stars, because I'm at work? I'm not gonna show how I feel. Lies, absolute lies. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. I think this is a boatload of bull, and I'm gonna tell you that. I gotta share that with you. I'd be remiss not to. So congratulations to the brat. I know that your happy moment is probably short lived. I have two big sisters, two of them. And if I was having a kid and I was famous, even if I was having a kid and I ain't famous, and I didn't tell my sisters before I told literally everybody else, and they had to find out from somebody else that I'm having a baby, they would both be pissed. They would be pissed. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm a lot of person. I'm a lot of man. I got big old titties and thighs. I'm a big dude. I'm 6 foot 1.5, 300 plus pounds. I'm trying to lose weight. I've been doing squats every day. It is hell on my kneecaps, but I'm trying because I want to be healthy. But Jesus, these kneecaps hurt. So they would be angry, and I can't fight neither one of them. Can't win a fight with neither one. They both in their 50s. They both old as hell. Both of them in their 50s. I can't whoop neither one of them. Got to be man enough to know it. And I know it. I can't whoop either one of them. So I would tell them first. I would call them first and tell them first, or to find some cool little way to tell them I'm having a baby. Um, they would absolutely be furious if I did not tell them first. I have brothers who are older. I'm the baby of the family, second to the youngest of the family. Shout out to my baby brother. But I'm second to the youngest of the family, and even my brothers would probably be pissed if I didn't tell them before telling literally everyone else that I'm having a baby. Um, so yeah, I totally get where Lisa Ray is coming from, and I am absolutely on her side about it. While it is the brat's information to share and it's her moment, and I totally get that. But being a celebrity and being in a situation where, oh, did you know your sister was pregnant? Well, of course I didn't know my sister was pregnant. She didn't tell me. That sucks. Also, shout out to Nia the Lock God, not for my hair, because shout out to Nia for my hair, but Nia the Lock God has this stuff called lock butter. And if you go back and watch my old videos, you'll see my hairline back here, which is super duper far, which is not my natural hairline, but it was super far back. The alcohol's talking now, so I'm gonna ramble a little bit. My hair was way back here, and after realizing that my locks weren't properly moisturized or hydrated, I bought lock butter from Neil the Lock God, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It helped my hair grow back. It's not even a hair growth product, but my hair follicles, everything was dry. And if you water a plant, it'll grow. If you don't water it, it'll die. So I had to water my plant. I had to let my hair grow. And so my hairline, it came back and it's still coming back. So shout out to the other lot guy. My widow's peak is really deep, but that's neither here nor there. I can't do nothing about that. I was born with that. I digress. Congratulations to the brat. Congratulations to Jessica. Lisa, take it easy on her. I hope you don't lean into her too heavy. Don't be too mad at her. Just enjoy the fact that she allows you to be a part of her situation. Moving right along. So, for my final topic today, guys, I want to talk about these toxic male podcasts. Hold on. It's a lot in there. It's a lot in that bottle. It's a lot in that bottle. Um, there are quite a few male podcast or podcasts out there that are assembled of a cast of males, black men, who tend to spend the majority of their hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long they are. I only see clips on Twitter. I don't subscribe to any of them because I don't subscribe to the foolishness. I don't subscribe to toxic masculinity. The majority of their episodes and the majority of their content is them shitting on women, and especially black women. When they come from black women, that is my biggest frustration with this situation. And what sparked this in me, I was supposed to talk about this last week or week before last, but I didn't get an opportunity, didn't get the chance to. I was rushing. The thing that frustrates me the most is that they come from black women. And the thing that sparked this in me was hearing Akon say the most foolish thing that I've ever heard any man say out loud thus far. In my 31 years of living, I've never heard such foolishness. He said, "We don't even need women," and I quote, "We don't need women to have babies. I can ejaculate into a, I believe he said, simulator or robot or something to that effect, and have a baby that way, or a cocoon, I believe he said, whatever it is. It is a mechanical object that he could ejaculate into and then have a baby that way. I don't want a robot baby." And even if you can do that, guess what you need to create a baby? Guess what your seed needs to plant itself in? An egg. Guess where that egg has to come from? A woman, you idiot. That is the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't care what nobody say. Women run the world. Point blank and period. I know that things can be flawed from time to time, yes, but women run the world. It just is what it is. You got to get used to it now. I ain't saying you got to lay down. I am an alpha male. I'm going to run my household how I run my household with my woman whenever that happens. You know, whenever I cohabitate with a woman again to be my wife, I am going to run things with her. I'm not going to run over her. I'm not going to run through her. I'm not going to run over the top of her because my wife will be my helpmate. My wife will be the thing that helps me when I can't sleep. She gonna be the person there to rub my head to help me sleep, or make my shoulders easy to help me sleep, or take the pain away in my back to help me sleep, or rub my feet to help me sleep, and me do the same for her, vice versa. But for some reason, for some odd reason, men today, especially black men, are looking at black women as an item, as an object, and not as a person, not as a being. Nobody's perfect in this world. And yes, we are. Nobody gets out of here unscathed. Nobody dies without going through something, without being through something. So, no, of course, nobody's perfect. But I'm never going to create a platform where I'm shitting on black women, period. Or even black men for that matter. I'm not mad at Akon for the way that he thinks, but I absolutely disagree with the way that he thinks in regards to women. Yes, men were kings, but also the most powerful kings had queens next to them. But because of the idea, unfortunately, that the more women you have, the higher value you are as a man, or the more your ego is fed, great. The more women you have, the more your ego is fed, and that's supposed to be great, I guess. Um, these are not my values, people. And if you're here looking for that, you might as well keep on scrolling, keep on going about your business, because this ain't that. It ain't never gonna be that. Um, And I digress. I get down off my soapbox. I was born of a black woman and raised by only black women. I was raised by only black women. Only black, only women. There was no men in my life. They were there and I saw them and I interacted with them and I loved them for being my family members. And now that I have better relationships with some of them, I love them even more because of that. But growing up, no man took interest in my life. Point blank and period. My father wanted to have another baby. He had another baby just to say he had another baby. That's it. That is it, and that is all. I was raised by my mama, my sister, my aunts, my grandma who lived 4 houses up my whole life. My auntie lived around the corner, so on and so forth. I was raised by women. There were women who stepped up in my life and said, he's not going to be this. Now, whether they don't know, is every once in a while, I was the this that they didn't want me to be. But that's neither here nor there. I'm grown now, and I've made it out of situations that I should have never been in, but whatever. Needless to say, protect black women, and especially black women who have something to live for, who are smart, who are articulate, who are giving back to the world, who are upholding their communities, who are there 10 toes down in the struggle next to a black man. Protect them at all costs. With that being said, guys, I tried all I could to finish this, and I'm going to try to finish it. I'm really going to try to finish it. I really am. Uh, Shout out to Franny for this bottle of wine. And I think a couple more bottles of wine that she got me. So shout out to her. Thank you, just in general. She's been a huge support to me. Sarah, Bianca, uh, all of my friends, all 54 of you guys, or 56, I think it is, who watch. Some of my coworkers watch for my job. So shout out to y'all. Don't tell nobody what I do when I'm not at work. Or don't tell people what I do when I'm not at work so they can come and watch. Because hopefully one day I can do this and get paid for it. So without further ado, I'm not going to do you no more. That is good. It's good. Also, it is good. Yes, it's good. But it got a lot of alcohol in it. Lots of alcohol. Just know I'm not going to do this every episode. So if you're looking for this every episode, go find you another episode or another show to watch because I'm not going to do this because I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a casual drinker. Maybe. I might not even be that. But I'm trying to remain professional on this show. I'm trying to remain professional and keep things going. But this bottle is almost gone, y'all. Y'all see, I got a little. Oh, you know what I could do? Like how the sommeliers do. This robust of alcohol. it is. It contains lots of alcohol, 11.5%, which is cool. I'm a lightweight, guys. Say what you want to say. I am a lightweight. But here's to the last drop. I hope you have drank your last drop or drank it with me. I love you guys. I absolutely, absolutely, positively love every single one of you guys. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please comment and tell me things that you would like for me to talk about, topics that you feel like you might have more information on that you would like for me to talk about, or stuff that people just simply ain't talking about. I am not a politician. I am a mental health provider. Oh, excuse me, mental health provider. That's what I am. So um, I'm going to discontinue this conversation now because I'm clearly lit. But yes, I'm a mental health provider. So that's what I know mostly things about, but I don't care. I'll talk about anything. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I be knowing stuff. So that being said, thank you guys for being here. Please come back and visit. Please come back and watch a video. It only takes 30 seconds equals one watch. So by all means, please come back and enjoy this time with me. Here's to it.